Today's video is how to use Listwire. Listwire is an autoresponder that will automatically send out the emails that you have set up for it. And you can use it to create capture forms that people can subscribe to emails or newsletters, whatever you've got going. So first, open up a browser and go to www.listwire.com, and let's sign up for a new account. So click on the sign up button, give yourself a username, and I'm just going to use my Listwire. Put in a password. Oh, I can't use my Listwire. Off to the right, it'll tell you whether or not that name is available. Let's try my Listwire account. Okay, that one's good. All right, so give it a password. Now, below, put in your first name and your last name. Business name is optional, but you do have to put in an address. All right, select a country. Phone number. And an email address, which is going to be bizomaha@gmail.com. Verify that. And click on the button to create your Listwire account. All right. One more thing that we need to do. They've sent us an email, so we need to go out and check our email, verify that we do want this account. Simply click on the link, and now we're verified. We're ready to go. All right, so let's go ahead and log into our new account. So my Listwire account and my password. It wants a valid postal address. Well, I will admit the address I put in was not valid. I did not want to share my address on here. All right, put in an address. That was one of my very old addresses. Make sure you have your name, your email address, your account description. Just leave it your default list. Put in your correct address. Do not worry about account replication. If in the future you have other people that will be using the same tool, using the same emails, you can allow them to replicate your account. But for now, we're going to leave it at no, and then set up a password for that replication. If you want to have people redirected to another place on the internet, you can set that up in here. I'm not going to worry about that. And you can choose to pause your account. And of course, we're trying to set it up, so we're not going to pause it. So let's update. Okay. Now, what we need to do is set up some of our basic information. So to get started, go to Settings. Okay, we've just done the Settings, List Settings. Okay, now we're going to go to Settings, Merge Fields. Okay, now a merge field allows you to store information one time in one place and then use the merge tag in multiple places, and it will retrieve your data and stick it into your email. And that gives you a chance to really personalize things, and it can be a real time saver. Say, for example, you have changed your phone number, okay, and you've got it set up in 20 different emails. Well, you don't want to have to go back to all 20 of those to change it. But if you've set it up as a merge data field, which you can do down here, then you change it one time where the data is stored, and every place that uses that merge tag will automatically have the correct phone number. All right, so let's put in, we don't have to fill out all of these, but let's put in a few things. Whatever your company name is, that's what you're going to put in here. Put in your first name and your last name. Now, they give you what they call a cheat sheet for each of these merge data fields. That's like a little hint of the information that's stored in there. Okay. Put your address in. Anything that you want to have appear in your emails, that's what you are going to want to set up a merge data field for. Whoops. Okay. Of course, your email address. Let's see, mine was bizomaha@gmail.com. All right. If you have other autoresponder addresses, you can use those. Your daytime and your evening phone, I'm just going to put in one phone number. Okay. If you have websites that you want to be able to refer to in your emails, you can store those in here. Okay, they have information or merge fields available for cell phones, fax numbers, pager numbers, phone numbers. If you've got conference lines people can call into, that's in here. If you use some type of instant messaging system, Skype or Hotmail or whatever, you can put in your handle there, and then in this case, if it was for Skype, you would type Skype for the cheat sheet. If you have multiple email addresses, you can store those. Other websites you might have, if you've got capture pages or informational pages, presentation pages, your company store, whatever, you can store that information in here. Miscellaneous data. This is stuff that maybe they have not created a field for, but you have a need for some type of information to be consistent, and you can create your own fields for those. So my field 1, you would put in your dog's name, and then under cheat sheet you would say my dog's name. Okay, and then you would know what the purpose of that field, my field 1 is. Okay, once you have filled out all the fields that you want to use, scroll to the bottom and click on the button, click here to save the merge values. All right, that's got us pretty well set up. So in our next video, we are going to cover how to create messages to send out. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us, and look for future videos on Listwire.